officially call this meeting of the Alexander County Board of Commissioners into session. And at this time, I'm going to call on the Reverend Jamie Steele, the pastor of East Taylorsville Baptist Church, to come forward and lead us in the prayer. And after that, I will be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Reverend Steele.
Thank you. Let's pray together. Father, as we come to you in prayer, we want to thank you so much, Lord, that you've blessed us to the point, Lord, that we live in Alexander County. And Father, I want to thank you for our commissioners. Father, I want to thank you for the work that Ryan and Larry have done. Pray that you'd bless this next term for them. And Father, for Ronnie, Josh, and Milton, Father, I pray that you would bless their first term here. And Father, we just want to pray that you'd give them wisdom and guidance. Father, give them encouragement. I pray for their families as well as they serve this term. Father, I pray for those who will be sworn in with the Alexander County Board of Education. Father, we have such a wonderful school system. And Lord, we just want to thank you, Lord, for blessing them as well. And Father, I pray for this meeting tonight, that Lord, you'd give wisdom and direction. And Father, we ask all these things in the name of Jesus Christ. In his name I pray. Amen.
Amen. You would rise, please. Attention. Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. You may be seated. At this time, I'm going to call on the Honorable Dale Graham, who will be having the installation ceremony for the school board and also for the Alexander County Commissioners. At this time, I'm going to ask the school board members if they will come forward. We'll install school board members first, and I don't know what particular order they want to go in, but if you, ladies and gentlemen, Sally Hardis, you're the lady. We'll let you go first, please.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Chairman. While she's on her way up, I'll just say that I always appreciate the opportunity to help conduct these ceremonies. These individuals here and that will be sworn in tonight, they're true public servants in every sense of the word. They're here and they run for office, not out of any personal glory. They're not seeking to glorify themselves or anything like that, certainly not for the money, but out of a deep sense of responsibility and a true desire, I believe, to serve the citizens of Alexander County, to make our community a better place. So again, I really appreciate the opportunity. We'll begin with our Board of Education, and our first will be Sally H. Hardis. All right, and you've got some people who want to hold the Bible. Okay, just let's step right out there, if you would. Raise your right, and if you'll repeat after me, I, Sally H. Hardis,
I, Sally H. Hardis,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support the Constitution
I will support the Constitution
of the United States, so help me God.
So help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and the constitutional powers and authorities
and the constitutional powers and authorities
which are or may be established
or may be established
for the government thereof,
for the government thereof,
and that I will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will truly execute
that I will truly execute
the duties of the Board of Education
the duties of the Board of Education
of Alexander County
of Alexander County
according to the best of my skill and ability
according to the best of my skill and ability
and according to law,
and according to law.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. All right, and our next board member will be David Odom. do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and the constitutional powers and authorities
and the constitutional powers and authorities
which are
which are
or may be established
or may be established
for the government thereof,
for the government thereof,
and that I will endeavor
and I will endeavor
to support,
to support,
maintain, and defend
maintain, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will truly execute
that I will truly execute
the duties of the Board of Education
the duties of Board of Education
of Alexander County
of Alexander County
according to the best of my skill and ability
according to the best of my skill and ability,
and according to law,
according to law,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Our next Board of Education member will be Marty Pennell. Place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right. Repeat after me. I, Marty A. Pennell,
I, Marty A. Pennell,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and the constitutional powers
and the constitutional powers
and authorities
and authorities
which are
which are
or may be established
or may be established
for the government thereof,
for the government thereof,
and that I will endeavor
and that I will endeavor
to support,
to support,
maintain, and defend
maintain, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will truly execute
that I will truly execute
the duties of the Board of Education
the duties of the Board of Education
of Alexander County
of Alexander County
according to the best of my skill and ability
to the best of my skill and ability
and according to law,
and according to law,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Our final Board of Education member will be Harry Schrock. Raise your right. Repeat after me. I, Harry H. Schrock,
I, Harry H. Shrum,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and the constitutional powers and authorities
and the constitutional powers and authorities
which are
which are
or may be established
or may be established
for the government thereof,
for the government thereof,
and that I will endeavor to support,
that I will endeavor to support,
maintain, and defend
maintain, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will truly execute
that I will truly execute
the duties of the Board of Education
the duties of the Board of Education
of Alexander County
of Alexander County
according to the best of my skill and ability
according to the best of my skill and ability
and according to law,
and according to law,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. proceed on to the county commissioners. And our first commissioner will be Milton Campbell. Stand by, raise your right. Repeat after me. I, Milton Campbell,
I, Milton Campbell,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do solemnly
I do solemnly
and sincerely affirm
and sincerely affirm
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and to the constitutional powers
and to the constitutional powers
and authorities
and authorities
which are
which are
or may be established
or may be established
for the government thereof,
for the government thereof,
and that I will endeavor to support,
and that I will endeavor to support,
maintain, and defend
maintain, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do affirm
I do affirm
that I will well and truly
that I will well and truly
execute the duties
execute the duties
of the office of County Commissioner
of the office of County Commissioner
for Alexander County
for Alexander County
according to the best of my skill and ability,
according to the best of my skill and ability,
according to the law,
according to the law,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. All right, and our next county commissioner will be sworn in will be Josh Lale.
Josh, get back a room.
Let's have the Bible, raise your right. And repeat after me. I, Josh Lale,
I, Josh Will,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do solemnly and sincerely affirm
I do solemnly and sincerely affirm
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and to the constitutional powers
and to the constitutional powers
and authorities
and authorities
which are or may be established
which are or may be established
for the government thereof,
for the government thereof,
and that I will endeavor to support,
and that I will endeavor to support,
maintain, and defend
maintain, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do affirm
I do affirm
that I will well and truly
that I will well and truly
execute the duties
execute the duties
of the office of County Commissioner
of the office of County Commissioner
for Alexander County
for Alexander County
according to the best of my skill and ability,
according to the best of my skill and ability,
according to the law,
according to the law,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. All right, and last but certainly not least, Ronnie Reese. Left hand on the Bible, raise your right. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm not rushing you. All right, anybody else? Left hand on the Bible, raise your right, repeat after me. I, Ronnie Reese,
I, Ronnie Reed,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I I do solemnly and sincerely
I do solemnly and sincerely
affirm
affirm
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and to the constitutional powers and authorities
and to the constitutional powers and authorities
which are or may be
which are or may be
established
established
for the government thereof,
for the government thereof,
and that I will endeavor to support,
and I will endeavor to support,
maintain, and defend
maintain, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do affirm
I do affirm
that I will well and truly
that I will well and truly
execute the duties
execute the duties
of the office of County Commissioner
of the office of County Commissioner
for Alexander County
for Alexander County
according to the best of my skill and ability,
according to the best of my skill and ability,
according to the law,
according to the law,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge Graham.
Congratulations. Well, this concludes that part of the commissioners' meeting tonight. I know that the school board is going to have a meeting after this, and I know that some of you will probably be wanting to leave, so at this time, I'll give you all the opportunity, those of you who need to leave, the opportunity is yours. Of course, we're going to have two special recognitions here in just a minute, NASCAR great Rex White and our own Dr. Russell Falconberry. So if you want to stand by for that, that's fine, or if you need to leave, I'll give you the opportunity to do so.
Like church. You prep one way and it just goes the other way. There's a lot of bottles in here.
Yeah, I think that's.
You can't stop.
Oh, yeah. See y'all later.
I'll get an autograph later. Hall of Fame,
Thank you, sir.
Well, first of all, let me say to the three new commissioners, welcome aboard. We're extremely proud to have you. I know that the next 4 years of your life is going to be an experience, and I'm looking forward to serving at least the next 2 years with you. And I think it'll be an exciting time for you, and being a county commissioner is a rewarding, difficult job, but it's one that you take seriously, and the rewards are out there for you as what you can do for your county. And I'm just pleased to have all of you on board. Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, we have a couple special recognitions that we're going to do tonight, and it's my honor tonight to ask Rex White if he'd step up to the podium, please. And if you don't know Rex White, some of you probably know him, but some of you probably never seen him and thought about who he is. Well, Rex White is a NASCAR champion, and in January of 2015, Rex White will be inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame in Charlotte, North Carolina. And he's raced against some of the best. Richard Petty, and he beat Richard Petty, won the championship, beating Richard Petty. And it's my honor, and I'm going to allow Rex to say a few things, but it's an honor for me to be able to present this key to Rex White, the champion. And Rex, I'm going to tell you that this key says, the Alexander County Board of Commissioners bestows this key to the county upon Rex White, author of Gold Thunder and 2015 NASCAR Hall of Fame inductee, presented December the 1st, 2014. And he has a book. If anybody wants the book, it's really good, and you need to check it out. We appreciate you bringing positive, great influence to the citizens of Alexander County and showing the people what Alexander County is all about. True champions, and we're glad that you're one of those champions, and I'm extremely thrilled to be second medical into the Hall of Fame in January. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. You know, it's quite an honor to be gone from the city of Taylorsville for 64 years. I left here with $1.50, and I came back. I've got $3 now, so I've had a good career. But it's truly an honor to call Taylorsville, North Carolina, my hometown. It'll always be my hometown. I've lived a lot of places, had different addresses, been announced around the racetrack from all around the country, but Taylorsville's my home. That's where I was born and always will be. Still have a lot of family around here, have a lot of friends, and it's truly a great honor to be honored in Alexander County. Got inducted in, excuse me, to the Alexander Sports Hall of Fame, and to get honored with the Seeds of the City, boy, I'm telling you, it's just unbelievable. And anyway, that's about all I got to say, and I got to hang up so I can cough. Excuse me, but it's just great. I appreciate it very much.
Quite welcome, sir.
Great honor. Thank you.
Thank you. And it's also another honor for me tonight to introduce to most of you. Some of you know him, some of you don't. And if you don't know him, I don't know why you wouldn't know him. But the Grand Marshal for the 68th Alexander County Christmas Parade this year is going to be our own Dr. Russell Falconberry. I'm going to read a little about Dr. Falconberry. If most of you don't know him, he's been a, Rusty, come up here. And I call him Rusty, and I apologize to him wholeheartedly, but I've called Rusty ever since I met Rusty when he first came here. So he's just an outstanding gentleman. Has been a great contribution to the citizens of this county. But Dr. Falconberry has tirelessly worked and served the families of Alexander County by practicing family medicine here in the county for the past 40 years. He is retiring in December. Dr. Falconberry grew up in Kershaw, South Carolina, and went to the University of South Carolina, where he graduated in 1970. He graduated from Bowman Gray Medical School, now Wake Forest, in 1974. He went to Richmond, Virginia to do a year internship in obstetrics and gynecology. In 1975, he moved to the greatest place in the world. He moved to Alexander County and opened his family practice, which he continued for about 3 or 4 years until joining forces with what was to become Family Care. He is board certified in family medicine he was board certified in family medicine in 1978. Family Care has operated in several locations with a variety of physicians. However, Dr. Falconberry fondly remembers his relationships with such outstanding professionals as Dr. Walter Long, Dr. Hain Chong, and Dr. Alex Moffitt. He contributes his years of longevity in practice to the higher caliber of professionals in his office and their commitment to patient care. In 1983, Dr. Falconberry married his wife, Dixie. They have 2 sons, Ben Falconberry and Matt Dyson. The loves of his life are his 2 grandchildren, Hank and June Dyson, who reside in Catawba County. Ben and his wife, Allison, live in Salisbury, where Ben is an assistant district attorney, and Matt and his wife, Ashley, live in Catawba County, where Matt is a radiologist. Dr. Falconberry says that he will miss his colleagues at Family Care and his patients. However, he is eager to spend time with his grandchild. He and Dixie plan to travel, clear brush, and work in the yard during these years of retirement. And I can honestly say the one thing that I found out about Dr. Falconberry in the years that he's been my family, he's been my doctor ever since I can remember. And in the last 3 years, after the grandbabies were born, you'd go talk to Dr. Falconberry. We talked about our grandbabies. And every once in a while, the nurse would knock on the door because Rush and I had been talking a little too long. But he's one of those people one of those family doctors that took time to listen to you, to discuss things with you, and to be there for you. And he has done that ever since I've known him. And Dr. Falkenberry, I want to say I'm sad to see you go. It really is. But I'm glad that you spent your 40 years here in Alexander County and for the contributions you made to the citizens of this county. And for that, this entire county is very appreciative of you, sir.
Thank you very much.
I'll read just what it says. It says, the Alexander County Board of Commissioners bestows this key to the county upon Dr. Russell W. Falkenberry in appreciation of his 40 years of service to the citizens of Alexander County, presented December 1st, 2014. Dr. Falkenberry, thank you for service.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I would like to thank the county commissioners and the county for presenting me with the key to Alexander County. This is a very great honor. And it's already been an honor and a privilege to work as a family physician in Alexander County for nearly 40 years. I certainly appreciate the recognition for this work. During this time, I've had the blessing of marrying my wife Dixie and raising our two sons, Matt and Ben, in Alexander County. We now have two grandchildren, Hank and June, with whom we'll be enjoying our retirement years. During the past 40 years, I've considered myself to be very blessed. I've had the best of everything. I've had the best family. I've had the best partners. I've had the best patients. I've had the best coworkers and medical assistants that any physician could ever want to have. These years have gone by quickly. I will certainly miss my patients, and I wish them all the best. Again, I thank you for this honor, and Dixie and I look forward to continuing our retirement years together in Alexander County. Thanks again. And it certainly went by fast. It seems like just a few weeks ago that Dr. Long and Dr. Givens and all of us were, and I was a medical student from Wake Forest, and I can't believe it's been 40 years, and here I stand ready to retire. But it's been a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful, beautiful county, and I've enjoyed all these years, and thank you very much.
Does any commissioner have any report tonight that they would like to give?
Mr. Chairman, I don't have a report. I just wanted to welcome our new commissioners publicly and tell you congratulations. Look forward to working with you guys for the next 2 years. It's a hard job. You got to make a lot of tough decisions. Not everyone's always going to be on your side on every decision you have to make, and you got to make your decisions independently. So you take all the information you can, you make the best decision that you can. And but it's very rewarding. These meetings, public meetings, are a tiny part of the job, as you well know. But the hard work, it's a rewarding position, and it's an important position. So I wanted to welcome you guys and look forward to the next 2 years.
Okay, the adoption of the agenda, I'm going to make the motion to approve the agenda with the removal of item number 1 and number 2, because we did those prior to the actual meeting being called into session under the way we did this tonight, so that we could get you all sworn in and get the school board in. So I'm making a motion to approve the agenda with the exception of item 1 and 2.
Second.
Is there any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries. Item number 3 on the agenda is public comment. Madam Clerk, did anyone sign up to speak? If no one signed up to speak, we'll move along to item number 4. Item number 4 is election of the board chairman. I'd entertain a motion to nominate someone for the position of chairman.
Okay.
I'd like to nominate Larry Yoder as chairman.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded. Are there any other nominations? There being none, With a motion and a second, all those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries. Item number 5, election of board vice chairman. I entertain a motion.
I nominate Ryan Mayberry.
Have a second.
Second.
Motion's made and second. Any discussion? There being none, all those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. All those opposed likewise, the motion carries. Item number 6, curbside trash recycling collection program. Mr. Don Phelps, General Manager of Republic Service.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Appreciate the opportunity for us to come by and give a presentation. Presentation that we're going to be giving is basically the startup of the new curbside recycling program. We started the new program November 1st, and we'll give you a little bit of details of how the program's going along. Before we get started, I wanted to introduce Tracy Nestor. Tracy Nestor is our municipal manager. She handles all of our municipal contracts in our area. And LaDonna Bolton, she is the division manager of the recycling facility. We go ahead and flick a slide. Before we get into the PowerPoint presentation, I just wanted to thank Alexander County. We've been a business partner for over 30 years, and 20 of those years were under my helm, I guess you can say, as a general manager, and I just want to take the opportunity of thanking you. You've been very easy to work with, and we're really excited about the new recycling program that got kicked off. We just signed a new 5-year agreement, and I think you'll be very impressed with the numbers that we're about ready to present you. How did we get here? We closed down our recycle facility back in October of 2013, and we were down for 6 months. And we invested over $12 million in converting a sorted facility to a single stream operation, and basically gutted the whole inside of the building. The team did a great job of getting the plant back in order, and we were in operation in June of 2014. So very, very, it's been a success story for us, and very proud of that. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the recycling facility. I'm going to let LaDonna Bolton kind of go over that.
It's been a big change. We went from having just a baler and a couple conveyors and a manual sorting line to having a massive machine, which you see up on the screen. The machine runs 25 tons an hour. We can run over 400 tons a day, whereas before it didn't run but 100, maybe 125 tons a day. We've increased our staff by 15 full-time people, and we've got material coming from a variety of areas. We've got a lot of capacity left. We're running about 6.5 hours of the machine today. We were running 20 hours a day before we switched over, and now we're running 6.5 hours. We're open for 12, but the actual machine runs that time. Otherwise, we're bailing stuff from industry. We're bailing some dump and bail, things like that. We're doing about 4,400 tons of recycling right now, whereas before we were doing about 2,800 tons a month. So it's increased, and we have a lot of capacity yet to increase. It's been a good change. We've been able to add materials. I'm not sure, what all's been. We added cartons, we added aseptic juice boxes, things like that. We've added mixed paper, cereal boxes, cracker boxes. We've got some samples if you guys would like to see them. Rigid plastics, buckets, all kind of different plastics that you can add. Any plastics, basically. 1 through 7, people were confused before and we didn't take a lot of those. Now, if it's a hard plastic, we take it. We don't take styrofoam. That's about the only thing that and bags. But otherwise, we'll take all the plastics. We'll take any kind of paper. So there's more volume, more of a variety of things that we can take.
Plastic bags just do not recycle good through there, do they?
Plastic bags, we are actually trying to recover some as they come through, because even though we don't want them, we get them. So we're doing about 27 tons a month of plastic bags, not asking for them. But they get caught up in the screens like you see right there. and it causes the machine not to function correctly. Before, with the manual sorting line, the people were commissioned to get everything out, to sort everything. Now the machine is commissioned to do that, and our people is just to get what the machine misses. And if the bags get caught in these screens, it can cause fires, or it can cause the screens not to work appropriately. So that's why we don't want bags. They're very much recyclable, and we have a market for them, but just in this system, they're not, it's not a good thing. With the technology that we have 2 optical sorts. We have 23 people that sort, that get the things the machine misses. As far as technology, we have 2 optical sorts that runs off of laser light and valves that just kick out and can read the different polymers. So our plastic drink bottles, which is about 65-68% of our plastic mix, is sorted out by an optical sort. And we have 2 of those. And then we have, this is actually, you can see the machine on this screen, and it shows the different components. Over there where it says what equipment is it at work at this facility, that's basically our tip floor area. That's where the trucks will dump. And then they'll dump stuff in the metering bin, which actually meters the material through the system where it's consistent. And it goes through the pre-sort where we pick out things. We have a glass cleanup system. It separates the paper in containers, and then it goes to the different lines. So it's really, if people would like to come see it, we have an education room where you can actually come and see the machine at work and see what we're doing. We ask, schools, we have school groups, we have civic groups that come and meet there, because we have a room upstairs where you can see out. It's, like I said, it's an interesting thing. And that shows our learning center there. We've got actually a picture of the system up on the wall where we can show the children how it progresses through and what the different aspects of the components are. And we've got, displays of what we take. And then we also have a public drop-off center where citizens can bring stuff and we pay them cash for their recycling. So it's a busy facility.
What does this mean to Alexander County? We implemented the single stream process in Alexander County, offering it to residential customers. We have about 2,100 homes that we service. And this is very valuable to a county that no longer has their own landfill, because this allows you to divert waste that's currently going into the landfill and avoid paying those tipping fees. So just our analysis for 1 month, we've collected about 24 tons of the single stream. And if you were to multiply that by your disposal rate, that's saving the county about $1,000 a month in tipping fees. Base that over 12 months, $12,000 in savings. And you've diverted about 288 tons from going into the landfill and being recycled. We also anticipate the recycling volumes will grow an additional 20-25% as residents start to participate in the program. Why is single stream so significant? Collection is the most expensive aspect of providing recycling service. So the single stream recycling enables more efficient collection, the ability to commingle. I don't know if you guys were, I know that there was not a recycling program at home, curbside, so you're having to take things to the drop-off center and put it in different compartments. That, you no longer have to do that. The curbside program allows you to put all of your recyclables into one container. And it'll increase the participation again and avoid things going into the landfill. The benefits of single stream. On the curbside, it increased ease for the participants, no need for specialized compartments in a vehicle, material can be compacted, and enables the use of carts. At the drop-off centers is something else that I'm going to talk about that we may want to look at for Alexander County for some additional savings. The conversion to the single stream at the drop-off centers enables you to reduce the number of containers that you have there. It aesthetically changes the look of the drop-off centers. They look a lot more neat because there's only one a compactor there. And it allows you to, again, maximize your hauling effectiveness. Next. The facts about a single stream program in North Carolina, these are just some averages. When people were doing a dual stream curbside program, they were only collecting about 249 tons, pounds per year. With the single stream, it's around 331 pounds per household per year. And this is what I want to talk about is actually a study that I did not do. This is something that was independently done by Rutherford County. So I don't know that I can answer a lot of the questions. But Rutherford County actually converted they're in the process of converting all of their convenience centers over to single stream. They have worked with Diener to secure some grant funding to help pay for some infrastructure changes. This is their transfer station. They've got 3 bays for the MSW and 2 bays where they're bringing in, everybody can bring in single stream recycling. The next slide is actually going to show you an overview of one of their convenience centers. If you'll count in the different containers, they had 11 different containers at this particular convenience site, and they converted this over to the next slide should show, and then here it is now. They've got 1 compactor and 1 open top for anything that overflows from the compactor. So they've been able to, and then they've got a financial analysis on the next slide that kind of shows where they were. Before they were doing about 3 trips per month at $180 per trip. Now they're only doing 1 trip per month at $108 per trip. Just the one convenience site, in 6 months, they've already saved $2,500. Then Danieltown on the right is a busier convenience site, and they were able to save around $7,000 in 6 months there. So if you'll look at that and making that conversion, there is some expense to some infrastructure with compactors, but the ROI is probably going to pay off in about a year for them. So this is a way that Alexander County, and this doesn't even quantify the increase in the tonnage that they have received that's also not going into the landfill. I think there may be one more slide that I want to show here. Yeah. This just goes to show that before they were single stream, they were only doing around 650 tons per year, and then they've gone up to almost 775, which is about an 18% increase in 6 months. And I think that's it. That's all that I want to show from there. So what that means to you is that offering the curbside program is just going to save the county money in the long run, and then there is some opportunity to add some additional services if the county would like to look at that. Okay. And also, just I grew up in Alexander County, and it's nice to be back home, and would like to welcome all the commissioners on the board. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, now, let me ask you this question real quick, if you don't mind. The cost analysis of the compactors versus how we're doing it now. There's no cost for that cost analysis study to be done?
No, that's actually what my role is with Republic Services. I work in North Carolina with city and county governments to provide waste stream solutions. And the thing that I love about my job is when you can offer a win-win situation, when it's a service that I can provide for my company, from my company, that can save a city or county money and be more efficient and effective.
If you don't mind, if you'd get in touch with Mr. French and speak with him.
Sure.
I'd like to see the cost analysis study of it, and I think the other commissioners would be interested in seeing that also. So if we could see the cost analysis, then I think that would be something that we would look at the cost analysis first.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We'll look at and try to put an ROI model together.
That'd be very good.
And also work with the state on possibly receiving some grants.
Some grants, yes. That'd be very good, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Go ahead, sir.
I will say this, I'm a Republic customer at our house, and yes, we're a household of 6, so we generate some garbage and some recyclables. And since we have had the new, I guess you say,
CART program?
Non-sortable. Yeah. I mean, we attempted to recycle as we should prior to, but now it's just a lot easier to throw all that stuff in that one big trash can. And I don't have numbers, but we definitely are sending more through the recycle truck now than we were prior to.
I've got a couple questions, if you don't mind. I'm a household customer myself, curbside. With the new recycling trucks, the plant upgrades, the trash cans, you guys have invested a lot of money into this. Is there any, just for my information, I'd be interested to know how much that was, because what do those cans cost? $100, $125 a piece, probably?
Well, we buy in volume.
Yeah.
It's probably about $60, $70 a cart, and the trucks are $300,000 a piece, which we depreciate over a 10-year period. But, you know, it's an investment, but the automated part is not only being more effective for productivity purposes, but for safety reasons. You're getting a helper off the street.
Right.
I know we're talking about recycling tonight, but we automated our trash too.
Yeah.
So you don't have the helper on the back of the rear loader truck, which is a very, very dangerous job in itself. But we've got 10 trucks right now.
Okay.
And we're in the process of converting over all of the municipal contracts that we have. We have over 24 contracts that we're converting over. Matter of fact, we're working with David Odom, the town of Taylorsville, at the beginning of this year. We've already converted Catawba County over, so it's a huge investment, but it's the wave of the future.
Well, it is much better. I find that and we've always tried to recycle as much as we could, but we're doing a lot more now too. So,
Good.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I still think we ought to ban plastic grocery bags.
Yeah.
That's one of my pet peeves. I think we should either go back to paper, or we ought to have Alexander County recyclable grocery bags. Something to keep those plastic bags up, because you see them in pine trees.
Oh, in the
You see 'em-
landfill?
I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
see them everywhere. I mean, come on, I know that people think they're convenient, but they won't hold 3 2-liter Cokes.
No.
For a little while. But thank y'all very much. We appreciate the information. We're glad to be able to do business with you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And like I
Thanks.
said, you guys are welcome to come visit the facility.
Yeah, come visit.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being here tonight. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Bless you. Item number 7 on the agenda, report on Christmas parade. Mr. Dwayne Coley.
Good evening, gentlemen. Congratulations, or sympathy, whichever's in order for some of you. But we're pleased that you have stepped up to the plate to serve us, and we're very proud to have you and wish you well in your endeavors. Last time I was here, I brought Lenny Rogers. This time I stepped it up and brought Julie Campbell, who works at the Ag Extension Office and does a wonderful job in helping us coordinate the activities and preparations for the Christmas parade. The Alexander County Christmas Parade is this Saturday, December the 6th, and yes, there are cars designated for each of, for the 5 of you. I noticed you didn't invite Jamie, but if she wants to ride, I'm sure she could squeeze in somewhere. This year's parade is the 68th annual Christmas parade. Also, the Charlotte Carousel celebrated its 68th anniversary on Thanksgiving Day, so we're right there batting it with the big boys. This year's parade has shaped up nicely. The 2014 version of the Christmas parade is being sponsored by Alexander County government, and we're grateful. We have about 150 entries in the parade, which represents about 185 units that are in the parade, which is a little bit larger than last year, not significantly, but just a little bit. We have entries from all areas of the county and outside the county, which is great. We're pleased that we have 13 commercial floats from Klein's Floats in Catawba County, one of the premier float companies in the southeast. We have 2 marching bands, 1 non-marching band, and several other musical units. Representation comes from each of the fire and rescue units in the county, while another 18 nonprofit and church groups from across the county will be participating. All of our local officials, elected officials, have a place in the parade, and some 20-plus businesses are using the parade to advertise their services and to say thank you to the community for support in allowing them to do business and to be profitable in Alexander County. About 20 groups represent scouts, clubs, ball teams, cheerleaders, and other youth organizations from across the county, which speaks well for the recreation program that we have in our county. 3 vintage tractor and car groups will be represented with an additional 300-plus individuals who will be walking in the parade, representing groups like Fallen Heroes, as well as some other organizations from across the county. There'll be beauty queens, there'll be ROTC units, and even a few horses welcoming the holiday season here in Alexander County. The best news of all is that we have received confirmation from Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus. They have cleared their busy schedule to be in Taylorsville for the 68th Annual Christmas Parade. The entire lineup will be printed this week in the Taylorsville Times, which comes out on Wednesday, December the 3rd. The parade will assemble at the Alexander Central High School, Alexander County Administrative Offices, the Alexander County Social Services Offices, the Alexander County Senior Center, and the Alexander County School Offices. Just before 3 p.m. on Saturday, the parade will proceed down Loudoun Road to Main Street and turn right onto Main Avenue to the intersection with Main Avenue Drive. It's going all the way from the corner out here at Loudoun and Main Avenue up to the old hotel building where it'll hang a right. It will go down Main Avenue Drive until it comes to the ABC store. I didn't name a business, did I? And then it will turn left at that corner, make a quick zigzag, and end up going down 16 for a block, zigzag, turning right onto First Avenue, and then the parade will head to Taylorsville Elementary School's 7th Avenue and turn left and proceed straight down 7th Avenue with all the riding units. The walking units will come across to the high school, so we'll be separating the walking from the riding units there at Taylorsville Elementary. Pre-parade activities are complete. Dr. Russell Falconberry has been named as our Grand Marshal, which is wonderful. In addition to Dr. Falconberry, the 68th Annual Christmas Parade will be honoring 2 beauty queens who were a part of one of the first Christmas parades we ever had in Alexander County. Joyce Moose Sharp was queen from Stony Point. Colleen Curley Hendren was queen from Midnight, and we're optimistic that both of them are going to be physically able to join us and ride in the parade and serve as assistants to the Grand Marshal of the parade. As you can see, the parade plans and activities are in high gear. We can accept another entry or two if people want to call by tomorrow at lunch. That's tomorrow at lunch. Not Friday at lunch, but tomorrow at lunch, and we'll try to squeeze them in and get them in the lineup for the Taylorsville Times. We're thrilled that Apple City Broadcasting will be airing the parade live beginning at 3 p.m., and the parade is also being videoed by the master himself for future broadcast over government channels, which are provided by Charter Channel 192, AT&T Universe Channel 99, and the county's YouTube site. We look forward to a wonderful time together. We encourage everyone in the region to come join us for the fun at the 68th Annual Alexander County Christmas Parade this Saturday, December the 6th at 3 p.m. We look forward to seeing all of you there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sounds like it's going to be fun.
It is.
It's
I'm
going to be a
excited.
ball. Me too.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
It's all fun. Thank you very much, and thanks for the hard and dedicated work that your group is doing to bring this about. Just doing very good. Absolutely. Item number 8 on the agenda tonight, proclamation declaring December the 1st through December the 31st, 2014 as Christmas in Bethlehem. Vice Chairman Mayberry.
Thank you, Chairman Yoder. I grew up in Midnight in Alexander County, and but for the last 14 years have been a resident of Bethlehem. And it's my pleasure and honor to proclaim December 1st through the 31st as Christmas in Bethlehem. And I've got a resolution that I'd like to read. Proclamation declaring December 1st through December 31st, 2014 as Christmas in Bethlehem. Whereas the Bethlehem Community Development Association has been a longtime supporter of improvements and quality of life issues in the Bethlehem area, and whereas Alexander County government wishes to assist the Bethlehem Community Development Association in promoting events which increase community spirit and offer opportunities for fellowship during the Christmas season, and whereas the Bethlehem Star Lighting has been a fixture of the Christmas season for more than 30 years, annually drawing thousands of citizens to the Bethlehem area, and whereas the annual Bethlehem Star Lighting will take place on December 6, 2014, and whereas a live nativity drive-through will occur December 12th through December 14th, 2014, and whereas these Christmas events promote values and morals which are the binding fiber of the community, and these events are strongly supported by the Bethlehem Community Development Association, area churches, businesses, and citizens. Be it therefore resolved that the Alexander County Board of Commissioners declares December 1st through December 31st, 2014 as Christmas in Bethlehem, adopted the first day of December, 2014. And I'll make a motion that we accept this proclamation declaring December 1st through December 31st, 2014 as Christmas in Bethlehem.
The motion's made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Item number item number 9 on the agenda, resolution authorizing conveyance of personal property pursuant to GS 160A-274. Mr. French, County Manager.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Alexander County has an item of personal property that was used by the Sheriff's Department and has become surplus for its current needs. And the Sheriff's Department wants to convey this personal property to the town of Taylorsville. As you stated, General Statute 160A-274 permits a governmental unit to convey a piece of property to another governmental unit for either with or without monetary consideration. This case would be without. And this is a 1985 Chevrolet ambulance. And this vehicle, it will make clear that the vehicle is not titled to Alexander County, but to a previous owner, which is Haywood County Sheriff's Office. If the town chooses to accept the vehicle from Alexander County, town officials must complete motor vehicle title procedures for ownership documentation and insurance purposes. And this is a form of resolution, so if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. If not, we need to adopt the resolution tonight to authorize this conveyance.
I entertain a motion.
Move to approve the resolution authorizing the conveyance of personal property pursuant to General Statute 160A-274.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
I just got a quick question, just to clarify something. How can we legally surplus something that we don't legally own?
The statute allows you to do that, but Haywood County will actually have to agree to this, so.
Okay, all right.
That's a good question.
And I assume the town of Taylorsville is interested in,
Yes, sir,
okay.
they are.
They are. Any other discussion? All those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Item number 10, adoption of 2015 Alexander County Commissioners meeting schedule. Gentlemen, you have before you the schedule for 2015, and also on the back page there it explains to you why certain dates were not acceptable to have meetings. I would present this to you for your discussion and also for a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve the 2015 Alexander County Commission meeting schedule as presented.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Adoption of 2015 Alexander County holiday schedule. And if you'll look at the holiday schedule, our schedule goes along with that of the state of North Carolina, and we allow the county employees to follow that guideline. If you will look on that page, you will see those different holidays. I entertain a motion to approve.
Move to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's made and second. Is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries. Item number 12, scheduled call meeting for December the 8th, 2015. Mr. Rick French, County Manager.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We need to schedule a call meeting for December 8th, primarily to receive an updated report on the reval process. We'll also have an EDC item, a DSS report, and some project updates for that. And we have an agenda we have to follow since it's a call meeting, but the point of emphasis is the reval process.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. French, are you wanting to hold that at 6 p.m. here at CVCC?
At 6 p.m., but at the County Administration Building.
Okay.
Thank you.
This will be a work session.
No, it's not a work,
Not a work
call
session.
meeting.
Call meeting.
It's a called
Okay.
meeting.
All right.
Yes. You gentlemen look at your schedule to see if that. Does it look good with everybody? I entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion's made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's made and second. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries. Thank you very much. Mr. French, County Manager, item number 13, budget ordinance amendments number 15 and 16.
Thank you again, Mr. Chairman. There are two budget amendments for tonight. Budget amendment number 15 is to increase the information technology budget to purchase iPads for the 3 incoming commissioners and to purchase replacement project bulb for CVCC, to increase detention budget for accrued leave payout due to employee leaving county employment. Vacation time payouts were not included in the original budget, to increase fire emergency services department budget for additional costs for permitting software for fire inspection forms, to increase the library budget in receipt of state grant funds and donations from Friends of the Library to be used for children's programs and books, and to increase the library budget for receipt of federal grant funds to purchase 5 computer tablets to increase device access hours per capita, and to budget amendment number 16 is to increase the DSS budget for 100% funding to hire 2 new full-time Child Protective Service employees. And again, that's 100% funded by the state of North Carolina.
Okay, thank you. Is there, entertain a motion to approve?
Mr. Chairman, I move or make a motion that we approve budget ordinance amendments number 15 and number 16.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's made and second. Any discussion?
I have one question.
Okay.
The detention budget not having the accrued leave payout, is that something that's been adjusted in the budget moving forward, or how to?
We do that, we'll do that
Do that
yes,
each
sir.
time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, thank you. Does this happen often?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You'll see that about every meeting.
About every meeting or every other meeting, you'll see that.
All right.
That happens to us.
Thank you.
I just wanted to make a comment. The 2 new positions at the DSS are 100% funded by the state, and there are no county tax dollars going into those positions.
That is correct. Okay, the motion's been made and second. There has been discussion. All those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Number 14, NCACC December Board Update Video. Mr. French, County Manager.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, we have a 7-minute video from the North Carolina Association of County Commissioners to present to the board and to the audience. And Chad, could you roll that this time?
Hi, my name is Kevin Leonard, and I'm honored to be your Executive Director of the North Carolina Association of County Commissioners. On behalf of all of our staff here at the association, I would like to extend to you a special hello, to your board, and a congratulations to our newly elected commissioners. Now, being a county commissioner, we know can be challenging and sometimes a thankless job. But please know that we appreciate all of you who are willing to step up and be a leader in your county and in your state. It's an exciting time here at our association. It's a time of change and transition and new ideas. My hope is to hear from you about your new ideas that will make our association even stronger as we move forward. In this brief video, you will hear about some upcoming opportunities for you to learn more about county government and our association. We're actually in the process of developing our legislative agenda for the upcoming biennium, and it's not too late for you to get involved. I encourage you to attend our Legislative Goals Conference, which will be held in Moore County this January, to learn about the legislative issues and to get involved in our grassroots advocacy efforts. We're very fortunate that our association in North Carolina is one of the strongest county government associations in the entire nation. And our secret is you. Through your active participation, together we are 100 counties strong, and together we can do great things. As always, please call us if we can be of any assistance, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
The association has completed the first 3 stages of its 5-step legislative goals process. The last stage, your Legislative Goals Conference, is January 15th and 16th in Moore County. We have 45 goals still under consideration regarding issues as diverse and critical as mental health, 911 funding, broadband services, Medicaid, school construction funding, and economic development, among many others.
At the conference, county commissioners such as yourself will debate and vote upon those goals remaining after board approval in December. All 100 counties have the opportunity to send one voting delegate to be part of the final decision on NCACC's 2015-16 legislative agenda. Make sure your county is part of the process by registering on our website. We need input from all regions of the state to give us the strongest position possible to advocate for your agenda at the General Assembly.
One of the association's primary responsibilities is to help you understand your roles and responsibilities as county commissioners. There are numerous educational opportunities coming up in the next few months. The first is for new board chairs and vice chairs on January the 14th in Moore County. This day-long session will teach presiding officers the rules of procedure and how to manage a meeting. At the end of the day, all board members are invited to a discussion of general parliamentary procedure. In addition to this training, every 2 years following county government elections, we partner with the School of Government at the University of North Carolina to sponsor the Essentials of County Government Schools. The comprehensive 2-day course serves as an orientation to county government law and practice for new and veteran county commissioners. It is the foundation course for earning credits in the local Elected Leaders Academy. The Essential Schools will be offered in 4 locations throughout the state in January and February. The curriculum includes basic county government law, local taxation and the financing of county government services, handling conflicts of interest, public school financing, and building relationships with other boards and interests. Also included is the 2-hour mandatory ethics training required by state law for every new or returning commissioner within 1 year of election or re-election. Veteran commissioners not enrolled in the Essentials classes, as well as municipal elected officials, can attend this advanced seminar for a modest fee. To learn more about these programs, please visit our website at the address on your screen.
I want to make everyone aware of a new service we rolled out in November this year. It's a human resources legal helpline, and it is designed to assist risk pool members with basic time-sensitive employment issues, such as employee terminations, addressing harassment or discrimination allegations, or even requests for reasonable accommodations. Basically, issues that, if handled improperly, could lead to litigation and avoidable HR problems. We've contracted directly with risk pool attorneys that have strong employment law experience in order to provide sound HR legal advice at no initial cost to our membership. If you are a member of the risk management pools, and you do have to be a member to have access, you should have received information from me in November about how to gain access and utilize this service. This is yet another example of our efforts to continually improve our risk management product and services, adding value to an already superior government-based risk coverage and finance program. And in fact, the NCACC risk management pools are the #1 provider of property and liability and workers' compensation coverage for the entire state, with 68 of the 100 counties participating as risk pool members.
And Mr. Chairman, leading off the discussion about the programs and with the North Carolina Association of County Commissioners was the new director, Kevin Leonard, and he just replaced David Thompson, who took a job with NACO in Washington, D.C. David had been with the association about 9 years. Kevin was actually with the association as an attorney, so it's a natural transition for him. So we're looking forward to working with Kevin and the staff with the association on other issues.
I urge each of you new commissioners, I urge you to get involved in the Association of County Commissioners. It's a great opportunity for you. It's a way to learn, to also to communicate with other commissioners in other counties, but they offer some vital information to you, some training that will be important to you in the years to come, especially as a sitting county commissioner. Other business, Mr. French, County Manager's report.
Thank you again, Mr. Chairman. Just a couple things to point out. Also, a sales tax update. We attended, a number of county staff attended on November 21st, a meeting with a number of local furniture representatives to discuss the Alexander County Furniture Academy, basically talking about the project that's going on with CVCC concerning furniture in Alexander County, and furniture training to be specific. The program that we talked about on the 21st was with about the Catawba County Furniture Academy, and it started in January of 2014. And that program has already outgrown its existing facility, which was 6,500 square feet. The focus is primarily on upholstering and sewers and sort of lessons learned along the way. Our project is in its very, very early stages, and we're looking at around the end of next year before the actual construction is completed. There's $2.5 million in grant funds, and the county also has about $500,000 in the project also. So it's in the early stages. The project will be bid soon, and that'll be in the spring, so the process is underway. But just want to bring you up to speed, and we'll continue to convey that information to you. Several other things. There is a meeting on Thursday, December 18th. And it's really a retirement celebration for Dee Blackwell. Dee had worked with the COG for Western Piedmont Council of Governments for 40 years. He's the current director, done an outstanding job. And if you haven't made plans to attend, or if you can attend, it'd be a very good thing for you to enjoy the evening. The sales tax report, I believe each of you have received a copy. Year to date, we have received $958,242. That's for basically 3 months of the year, so we're 26.5%. We're a little ahead of that. We're actually 8.1% of last year, so that's an encouraging sign to be on that side of it. You also, tonight, we also passed out some some financial reports. There's sort of a general form, and we can talk more about that as we go along and see if we can fine-tune that some for you. There's a number of other things that I have. I also have some things for closed session, Mr. Chairman. I'll be glad to answer any questions.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions of the county manager at this time? And we have the consent agenda. Entertain a motion to approve.
Move to approve the consent agenda.
For a second.
Second.
Motion's made, second. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise, the motion carries. And as Mr. French stated there, we need to go under closed session under North Carolina General Statutes 143-318.11, paragraph A, 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, to prevent disclosure of confidential information, degrees, prizes, or awards, economic development, or contractual or personal matters. We will re-adjourn for the primary purpose of adjournment only. Make that in the form of a motion.
Second?
Motion's made second. Is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed likewise. Thank you very much, gentlemen.